going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Sports to the Wire. For those of you who are actually new to the channel, I am your host, as always, Rasheed White, basketball analyst extraordinaire. Berick and I, man, he's ready to go. You see the body language, man. I don't want none of those fists right there, man. I'm staying away from that, man.
Anyway,
we'll get into this. Jordan Poole to max him out, give him a max deal or not. We're gonna look on his on-court productivity, and especially in the finals here. And we're gonna give our own opinion whether you should actually max him out, because I don't think the Golden State Warriors can afford to do so. But Berick, take us off on this one, man. And will you actually give Jordan Poole a max contract and willing to pay like $80 million in luxury tax for him? Is he worth it?
Well, you know what? After 3 seasons of Jordan Poole with the Golden State Warriors, I would have to say no. I'm going to give a direct answer, and I want to make sure I'm clear about something. I don't want anyone to think that I don't want to see this man progress, and I don't want to see him max out. But in 2021, he has finally played 76 games. He averages 18.5 points. All right, 44.8 field goal percentage, from the 3-point range, 36%. He's been doing good this year. Okay, in 2020 he was good
for his contract. Yeah, that's what I'm
right.
saying. You don't know.
Well, this is understandably, and that's right. And he's getting better with that point. But the first two, so you got to think about this. Are you giving him a contract based on what he's done? You can't say that, because in 2020 and 2019, it was different. 2019, he averaged 8 points. 2020, he averaged 12 points. Now he's averaging 18.5 points. So are you going to give him a max deal based on what he's done in the last 3 years? No, you can't. You want to do it based off this season? That's not a story altogether. You give a guy an extension.
If you've been watching basketball as long as Berick and myself has, man, we see plenty of guys, and I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan / New Jersey Nets fan going back into the days. And we seen guys like, remember Travis Outlaw from Portland? He was a bench player. Bench player with the Portland Trailblazers, was doing well. Came to the Nets, got this nice big contract. I forgot how much. It was like, I think $40-50 million. Disappeared after that. Now we've seen this. I can give a whole bunch of examples over here, man. So you actually think that Jordan Poole is actually wired like that to actually go out there and give you the same type of productivity on a consistent basis? Is he willing to actually improve defensively? Because he's been unplayable in this final series over here. And can he actually take you over the hump is what I'm asking. What do you think?
Well, that's the whole thing. I don't know if we can answer that question directly because we don't have a crystal ball. But we all know logically you give a person an extension based on what you think he can do the next 3 or 4 seasons, not based on what he's done, based on what you think he can do. So if you think that Jordan Poole can take you beyond, because understand something, Draymond Green is 32 years old. He's on the final tier of his career. He's probably going to be gone a few years. Steph and Clay are not going to be too far behind him. So that will leave Jordan Poole after it's all said and done. Do you think he can be the number 1 guy? Just like in San Antonio. Remember San Antonio? You had David Robinson. You had Tim Duncan. David Robinson was the proven player. Tim Duncan was the rookie. They didn't give Tim his extension until 3 years later. And Robinson was gone because they knew Tim was the player that they can build around. You have to ask yourself, do you think you can build around Jordan Poole? Do you think Jordan Poole is going to ascend next year, 2023, 24, and beyond? That is how you're going to give him his contract. Based on these numbers the last 3 years, he's going from 8.5 points a game to 18.5. So he has gotten better. But it's only 1 season where he's played over 70 games. The other season, he only played 51 games and so forth and so on. There was more like, where are we going to go? Last season, Golden State didn't make the playoffs. Remember that too. So you got to figure out where does it stand. You only got 3 years to build on, Rasheed. You got 3 years. Based on these numbers we have in front of us, is there enough to give him a max deal?
His career totals, if you combine everything in the last 3 years, is about 13.7 points a game. I don't know. there's certain players that, all right, you don't want to go into the luxury tax for. But there's certain players that you actually do want to go into the luxury tax for. So, like, if Kevin Durant actually wants to come back to Golden State, yeah, definitely get me in a luxury tax for him. I'll pay whatever it takes to get KD back. Or let's say if Tatum wants to come over and like hypothetically free agency, or LeBron or something like that. It's 13.7 points a game. I mean, is that worth? Because I think it was like $70-80 million they go into the luxury tax for him. I think that's in a year or 2 years or something like that. I don't know.
Well, right now his cap hit is about $3 million. All right, he says dead cap value of $3,901,000. So that's not such a bad deal right now. So you got to figure out where it comes down to when you look at the Warriors and where their cap's going to be next season. They have to figure into the equation. And you have to look at where are the Warriors right now in regards to their salary cap. Because that's where we got to really dive into. Is it going to make sense for the Warriors to make this decision? And my opinion right now is they don't have enough to go ahead and give this guy a max deal.
I think you need him for the regular season. I think for the regular season, I think he can carry you and get you through a whole bunch of games. He'll save the legs of Steph Curry because he can't defend actually save his life, man. And if you ask him to try to even defend on a high level, I mean, it's going to take his legs out. He's not going to be able to carry you even through the playoffs. So I think Jordan Poole is the type of player that can break a defender down off the dribble, get downhill. But again, Steve Kerr, he wants players that actually defend.
Well, you look at their salary cap right now. I mean, Stephen Curry's making $51 million, Clay's making $43. And then of course Draymond $27, James Wiseman $12. I mean, you add it all up.
I think you lose Draymond, man. I mean, we just did a show about Draymond Green. I think you got to lose. Yes, that's a good title for this year. You Draymond's expendable, and I would drop Draymond. How long does Draymond sign until? You got the how many years left? Or is
Draymond his salary cap remaining is he just signed a vet extension, so he's got 2 more years on top of that. So
what? I got the new building downtown in the Bay Area. Those fans, man. This is one of the reasons why Kevin Durant wanted to go, because y'all guys didn't want to pay, and they were losing key bench pieces. This is one of the reasons why Durant wanted to leave. The bench was deep before KD got there, and then each year started diminishing more and more. So I guess.
And then that's true, because then you look at this too. They have a cap max space right now of $87 million for next season.
Yeah.
So that goes to Jordan Poole.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to go to the luxury tax for him. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's what's going to come down to, because then after that caps you out for the rest of the season. You're going to figure out moving to the following season how much flexibility you're going to have. So, I mean, financially, we can put it like this. Golden State has enough money into next season to do this. Do they want to do it? It's another story.
All right. Let us know what you actually think in the comment section there. Do they max him out or let him go? Let him walk. All right. We'll wrap this video up. If you like the video, please like, comment, subscribe. Certainly share this video out. When you share, the universe certainly shares back with you. And Berick is like throwing in a paycheck there, man. I mean,
right.
Nice and juicy there.
Right. That's right. All right, guys. Peace.
All right. Peace out.